In the history of the Bible, there is a space, a silent space, a gap of nearly 400 years between the final words of the Old Testament and the opening lines of the New Testament. No prophet speaks. No new scripture is written. No divine message is recorded. This time is known as the intertestamental period. Though silent in scripture, it was loud in history. Empires rose and fell, cultures collided, faith was tested, and the stage was set for the coming of Jesus Christ. This is the story of those 400 years. Part 1. What is the intertestamental period? The intertestamental period refers to the time between the end of the prophetic ministry of Malachi and the birth of John the Baptist. It spans roughly 430 BC to 4 BC. The Old Testament ends with God's promise. The New Testament begins with God's fulfillment. Between promise and fulfillment lies waiting. The Jews waited for a Messiah. They waited for deliverance. They waited for God to speak again. But heaven was silent. Part 2. The last voice, Malachi. The final prophetic voice of the Old Testament is Malachi. Malachi warned Israel of corruption among priests, moral decay, and half-hearted worship. Yet his message ended with hope. He spoke of a coming messenger, one who would prepare the way of the Lord. After Malachi, the prophetic voice ceased. No Isaiah, no Jeremiah, no Ezekiel. Only memory, scripture, and expectation remained. Part 3. Life under Persian rule. At the beginning of the intertestamental period, Israel was under the Persian Empire. The Persians allowed the Jews religious freedom. The temple had been rebuilt. The law of Moses was preserved and studied. During this time, synagogues developed. Scripture reading became central. Teachers of the law gained influence. Faith survived, but fire faded. Religion became routine. Part 4. The Rise of Greece. Everything changed with the rise of Alexander the Great. In just a few years, he conquered the known world. Greek culture spread everywhere. Language, philosophy, and customs followed his armies. This process was called Hellenization. After Alexander's death, his empire was divided among his generals. Israel became caught between rival Greek kingdoms. Part 5. Hellenization and Cultural Conflict. Greek influence threatened Jewish identity. Greek gods challenged the worship of Yahweh. Greek philosophy questioned scripture. Greek lifestyle tempted the people. Some Jews embraced Greek culture. Others resisted fiercely. A deep division formed within Judaism. Faith versus compromise. Tradition versus assimilation. Part 6. The Ptolemies and the Seleucids. Israel first fell under Egyptian Greek rulers called the Ptolemies. Later, control shifted to the Seleucid Empire of Syria. Under Seleucid king Antiochus IV, persecution intensified. He outlawed Jewish practices, banned circumcision, desecrated the temple. He erected a pagan altar in the holy place. This was unbearable. Part 7. The Maccabean Revolt. In response, a priestly family rose up.